The Equity Hawks, they beat the Overdose Up Station 76-73. Late game heroics. And Judith, she is the lady of the hour. She hit that buzzer beater shot and has just set everything to a frenzy. Like right now the Equity Hawks are just celebrating that, and you can see that on all platforms, especially the Africa Basket on Instagram, the FIBA Africa Basketball League on Instagram as well. Check that out. You'll see the behind the scenes on what happened. And yeah, so we're back here, and you know the drill here. We just check out this team stats and you just look at the whole game holistically and just give like a wholesome opinion on what has gone on. I mean, it's just a great feeling. I knew for a fact they could also going to win this game. I had no doubts. I had no doubts at all, because I even made a post saying, like, a below average team can be beaten by the Equity Hawks. The only thing we have not seen is like the Equity Hawks beating a top tier team. Like they lost to Inter Club in REG. They beat the Aspak team, and this was expected. So let's get into it. So you could see the Equity Hawks, they shot pretty well from the 2-point field goals. They led in total field goals 43%, which is not that bad considering the fact that the previous game they played was REG, and they had like a rest day yesterday. So today, the first game of the day, they were able to like take care of business easily. Then on the 3-ball, you could see they shot 32.4%, and it's all courtesy of Judith. Judith just had a breakout game, and also Betty, she hit like half of her threes, something that we're not accustomed to, but anyway. And also on the line, we didn't go as much on the line. I was looking at this game previously in a video that I did on my Instagram, and I can say we didn't go to the line as much. With the 55% on the line for the Overdose team, they went to the line 18 times more than us. So our guards are not even drawing fouls. It's like they're too afraid to go and draw fouls, something I don't get. In the rebounds department, we dominated that. Then the statistic that is I just want to address right now. I know I've addressed it in an Instagram video, but I'm just going to address it here again. You could see the turnover bug. This is actually quite alarming, because as much as you can see Betty, she was the player of the game, and she got the she got highlighted there even on the presser. No one mentions like she, out of the 30 turnovers, 6 were hers, and some of the turnovers were just careless. Some players just don't know how to take care of the basketball. Also Judith, she had like 5 turnovers. So yeah, they don't know how to take care of the basketball, and that's something that I've seen evident on the team. They don't know how to they don't know how to respect the game, so they just go ahead and do like things haphazardly. So that's something that I don't like. We dished the rock crowd pretty well. We had 5 blocks and the 15 fouls, and also fouling too much. The team guys are not even drawing fouls to even go to the line. It's like it's like the Equity Hawks are afraid to go to the line. So that's one thing I really don't understand. And you can see, even despite like the fact that the Overdose team are not able to beat the Equity Hawks, given this situation, you could see they led in majority of the stats. You could see they led from points from turnovers, which they capitalized, and these points from turnovers, they are the reason as to why the game became close in the fourth quarter. There were a couple of lead changes that happened, and those turnovers were the ones that were costly. And we are also glossing over the fact that the Equity Hawks blew a lead. They blew a lead, and they didn't know how to play basketball, especially in late game. But given the fact that luck was on their side, it's either that buzzer beater went in, or they could have gone to overtime. So it was still the game was still in hand. So you can see points from turnovers. You got 30, 21 fast break points for the Overdose team. Second chance points, Overdose were just scoring in there, and also bench points, and their bench production was quite better than what we saw with the Equity Hawks. Even in the box score, you could see there's not much consistency when it comes to like these players. You can see Judith. Even if you look at Judith, she's a good basketball player, but if you look at how inconsistent she has, these stats have just taken like a huge bump because of this one game. Because if you look at the game that she played against Inter Club, she had 2 points. In the Aspak game, 4 points, Reg 8, render virtually unplayable. But this one, she just had a breakout game, and this is what has made like her scoring stats, even her overall other stats to, take a huge bump on top. So you can see she had 13 rebounds. This was actually her game. So if you just average everything here, you may look like she's averaging this, but it's only because it's only one game, and it was just the important game to grab them like the number 3 spot. So yeah, I'm not knocking I'm not knocking it down, but it's a good performance, but needs to be consistent a bit, because Malu Grace, she played north of 36, actually 37 minutes, 14 points, 6 rebounds. She wasn't hitting anything. 6 of 15 is not a good look at all. She had one block, 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. Not good enough. You can also see Betty, she played 31 minutes. Even if you look at Betty's stats, very inconsistent. When it matters, you can see the games that are difficult, she can't be able to deliver. You can see in the interclub game, she played 23 minutes, 4 points. She had a record 6 turnovers. She actually is leading the team in turnovers. So that's one thing that the media will not, even in the post-game pressers, they won't mention that. But of course, in this channel, I'm going to mention it. In the Aspak game, you could see a below average team. That's when she drops those stats, because with a team that doesn't play defense, this is what she can produce. But when a team like plays hard defense on her and she's not able to do anything, you get a 3 of 10, 2 of 8 from deep. This is what you get. But against a below average team, this is what you get. So this tells you that it's not like, she's a good player. It's just that, when she's playing like a team that is not elite, she shines. But when she plays players of, close to her caliber, she fails. So that is one thing that also I noticed there. And Debbie, she has just been up poor, honestly. In a 4-game span, she's not been able to have a lot of impact in there. In this game, she played 21 minutes, 0 points, none, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I'm not even gonna look at her other stats, because my god, they were just horrendous. Melissa, 39 minutes, 15 points. This is the definition of inconsistency. I don't know why she shoots the damn ball at this rate, especially from deep. She just throws it up. Nikutupa too. It's like you're just unconscious to, you not knowing that you're not a shooter. You're not a shooter. You have to get that through your head. You're not a shooter. So this is what I don't like at all. You take all these unnecessary threes and have 5 turnovers. She's not that effective, honestly. Not that effective. These are just, they're just inflated stats. They're just all inflated stats, even checking her stats from the other games that she has played, you can see she's averaging 12 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 5 assists. But if you look at the other games as opposed to this one, you will see they're very inconsistent. Got Christina Akinyi could not hit anything in this game, 2 of 4. She had 3 turnovers, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. There are just so many hustle players in here. Marianne couldn't hit anything, 11 minutes played, 0 production. She only had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, nothing. 2 turnovers. Mary Lisa, she can't even find her own game. It's like her game just, disappeared. She has not been able to do anything significant. We're just waiting for Melissa's stats to load. Let's go back to Melissa. So you can see in the games that matter, this is the production that she has. 21 minutes, you're getting 8 points, 3 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, plus minus from minus 17. I put emphasis in this plus minus because it shows you the efficiency of this player. So you can see this is a player who is not efficient at all. At all not efficient. Then we have in the Aspak game, this is where she had a high scoring game against low opposition, low competition. This is what she can do. If a team doesn't play defense or have good offense, she has a good game. But when a team plays hard defense on her, this is where she struggles. She shoots 1 of 11, 1 of 10, 5-point game. She shows up small with a 5-point game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers. She produces and a plus minus from -3. Virtually unplayable. You couldn't even get any production when it matters. But when it comes to a game you're playing a below average team, this is the type of production you're going to get. You're going to get this type of production because you're just playing a below average team in there. So yeah, I mean, 15 points, 9 assists, because you're not playing as to your competition. You're just waiting for a weak team to beat them. So I know you're not waiting for a team, but we know the matchups that we are looking at. We're looking at the Inter Club and RG matchups, which she couldn't deliver, quite frankly. And let's go back to Debbie, because my God, I sometimes I look back at these stats, I just cringe a lot. I just cringe a lot, man. Like, she is the main ball handler, and if you play north of like 22 minutes with zero production like this, you're hurting the team. These players do not understand this. They are not used to advanced stats. That's the reason as to why they are struggling in games. Look at what she has produced. 26 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 5 shooting. She's not even attempting shots. She's scared to even take a shot. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, plus minus from minus 11. You've got in the Aspa game 29 minutes played. She has played a total of 104 minutes. She averages 26 minutes per game, and this is the type of production she produces. This is beyond unacceptable. In this game against REG, where she couldn't hit anything, she couldn't even assist the ball, plus minus 20. Even the game that is supposed to be like a weak game, she couldn't do anything. So virtually unplayable, and she's just up there in age. So my God, this is it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic at all. It's inexcusable. You might think that these players, they've had a good game. Judith, she only had, like, this is just one breakout game, only one. So we're just waiting to see what they're going to do or what they can produce when it comes to like the games that matter in the knockout stages. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite parts. Let's just check out. Just check this out. Let me just take that one out. The reds. Okay. Hold on a bit. Let's see their short shot. So let's go to Christina Kinyi. She tried a 3, couldn't make it. She only can score inside. My God, she tried. Malu Grace. I mean, she couldn't hit anything. Betty Kananu, she tried a 3 in the first quarter, no good. Let's check out in all the quarters. So Christina Kinyi, she tried a 3, couldn't make it. Malu Grace has just been trying to score inside, and I feel like majority of the time they're just second chance points in there. She's just cleaning up. Then we've got Betty. She tries the 3, some go in, some don't, but you could see her mid-range works. But when a team plays like hard defense on her, she can't be able to produce anything. Cynthia Mawero, nothing here. Nothing. Debbie, she didn't attempt even a field goal. My God. This is Mary Lisa, nothing. She couldn't hit anything. She only hit like in the third, in the second. Melissa Otieno, my God, look at all those threes. She was 3 of 13. 3 of 13. She couldn't make a 3. And I don't know why she just insists on taking a 3. I don't get it. Judith, I believe this is the last shot that she took. Q1, Q4. Yeah, Q4. This is the game. This was the game winner that she took. And yes, like she had a decent game, not the most efficient, but at least she was able to get the job done. Then Marianne, nothing. So I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of things. I don't want to say that I don't want my team to win, but I know these wins just cover up a lot of things. The coach knows it. I feel like the coach is a yes man, doesn't want to address these problems head on, because if he addresses these problems head on, the team will have been able to make some changes. But I know he wants to protect his face. He doesn't want to look like he wants to call out the players. But honestly, you cannot have the team captain, average, poor points like that when it matters. So when it matters in the knockout phase, let's see what type of performance we will get. because you're not gonna have any weak teams. All the teams they're going to match up in the next time in the final knockout phase, they're teams that can really fight back. So I'll be tuning into that. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think. And I'm out. Peace.